Welcome to Worldwide Geocaching Podcast, brought to you by My Podcast Radio. I'm your host, HikerJames52.
And CrazyCritter66.
From the studio in Naples, Golden Gate, Florida, the Sunshine State. Grab your favorite beverage and enjoy our episode. All right, hello Crazy Critter.
Hello.
How's everything going?
Doing good. Everything's going fine.
That's good. Yeah, well, hey, another episode number 8 this week, and we're still healthy and alive from our geocaching this weekend. Hey, we got a few things to bring up on the show today, and one of them is some talking about our geocaching experiences, and also we have a message sent in to us. We'll go ahead and do that one right now. There's Roger from Nebraska.
All right.
Yeah, and he's asking me, he said the only options when logging a find is DNF or write a note. How do I log it as a find? Okay. I've been through that problem once before with somebody else. They was showing somebody a geocache on their phone.
On the phone, yeah.
Yeah. And so, Roger, here's what you do. You want to go back to that geocache that you're trying to log as a find and look to see if you'd already logged it as a find. And sometimes you get carried away and put a log in your on your phone, and you don't notice that it was one that you've already found. Now, if you've already logged that cache as a find, it's not going to let you go into it again. It's only going to give you the option of to DNF it or to write a note for it. So that's the only thing that I've found so far that keeps you from being able to log a geocache, is that it might have been from several years ago.
I do tend to forget some of the ones I've found before.
Right. I know now if you're just going to it and, getting the coordinates and everything, it should still show you a smiley face on that you found it. So, I mean, if you can just look at it and see if you've got a smiley face. If you do, that means you've already logged it. So, and if you don't remember when, I guess it doesn't matter because you found it.
Right.
Yeah. Only thing you can do is go to the page and scroll down all of the comments see if you can find your name where you logged it before. So you don't have anything wrong with that log. It's just that if it's just showing a DNF or a write a note as an option, then you've already found that log or the geocache. All right. Now, we have an event, several events, but this one here keeps showing up from March 1st through May 31st. You can earn a souvenir for attending a CITO event.
Okay.
A CITO is cash in, trash out.
Right.
And this is what this event's about. You go to it and get together. It's kind of like a meet and greet thing. And then people will go out to different places where there's geocaches, and they'll take a trash bag or 3.
Something we should have done over the weekend.
Yeah, I wished I'd have had a trash bag last weekend. We would have filled that up.
We would have.
On that one place.
Yeah. It was a mess out there.
Yeah, it was. So anyway, they go out and when you show that you attended that event, you get a souvenir on your page as a CITO event souvenir. And I tell you, that's pretty nice. I think we'd like to start one down here. If we could get people in our area. I don't know how far you're willing to travel to a CITO event, but I'm sure there's people out there listening that you don't even know could be your neighbor. So there's that one. And the other ones, I'll tell you how to get to those events too here in a little bit. Let's see, what was that other event I had? I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't. But anyway, I know where it's at. It's in my notes.
Good thing you have it, because I wouldn't know where to look.
Right. There's a event. There's a CITO hike and seek at HHSP in Sebring, Florida.
Okay.
And that's it. That HHSP stands for Highlands Hammock State Park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, CITO Cash in, trash out at the Highlands Hammock State Park. And their address, I'm going to put that in my notes, or on the comments, or what do you call it? And so you can go to that and click on it and see where it's at. If you're anywhere close to Sebring, Florida, you can attend that. There's a 17th Annual Texas Challenge and Festival. If you're anywhere around Texas, Austin, I think it was.
Oh.
There's a event going on there. And that's, let me get the dates on these things for you. First of all, we'll go to the Cash In, Trash Out there in Sebring, Florida, and let you know when that is. That is 3/3. Oops. That was yesterday.
Oops.
Oh, okay. Well, at least I tried. I don't know. You know, I'm good at trying. Let's go to the one here in Texas. 17th Annual Texas Challenge and Festival event. And we'll bring that up and let you know when that is. I know that is not until next weekend, I believe. And that is 3/9/19. So 3/9/19 is this Saturday. This next Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And from 7 o'clock to 5.
An all-day thing.
That's an all-day thing, yeah. It's Texas Geocaching Association proudly presents the 17th Annual Texas Challenge in Seguin, Texas. Is that the way you pronounce that, Waldo?
I think you said Sequin.
Seguin.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, it's in Austin, Texas.
There you go.
No, it's not Austin Street.
Austin, okay.
Austin Street. It's a Seguin Coliseum in Seguin, Texas.
We'll get it right in a minute.
Oh, yeah. You know, they're the home of the world's largest pecan.
Yeah, see, I come from Texas, and I've never even heard of that place before.
It might be a small place.
Could be.
Yeah. There's 372 will attends on it already.
Wow.
Yeah, and the closer it gets to an event, the more people you see that say they'll attend, because, you know, you got to know closer toward the date whether you can make it or not. So, yeah, that's... now, if you want to know where there's an event close to you, there's a way to do that, too. You can go to a geocaching event page, which is geocaching.com/calendar. Okay, and that will tell you and list all around the world different events going on. So you just keep scrolling until you find your state, and you might find your state in more than one place on there. So you can see which one's closest to you, and you can go to that. I thought that'd be interesting to share. All right. Another thing we've got here is we have teamed up with Northeast Geocaching Supply in the UK.
Awesome.
And we're putting together a plan to win some awesome trackable tags. We'll be announcing this soon, so be sure to listen in for more details.
Sounds good.
We're coming up with a plan how to be a winner.
There you go.
And how to go about getting that from them.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a winner, they'll send you, there's 3 different trackable tags that they have that they are willing to send out to the winners.
And that's awesome.
Yeah. And they ship anywhere. They're international. They ship anywhere. We're going to have an advertisement on here about them here in about the middle of the show, so you can hear about what they do and where they're at, you know.
Right.
Yeah, so we'll get to that here in about the middle of the show. This is new. It's we just started it this week. The idea of getting these trackable tags, we're still in the works of doing that to see how it's going to come out and what we can do to have that happen, and how we were going to go about you notifying us that you won, because they need your name and address and all that stuff to mail it to you.
Right.
So that will go through us here at the radio station, and we'll communicate with them to get it to you. All right. I don't know if I had anything else wrote down or not. I do, but I don't. You know what I mean?
Not really, but that's okay.
Hey. Well, we did have a pretty good time geocaching this weekend. Yeah. We went out Saturday. What we have 15 of them on our list to get. and like usual, we didn't start till about 10 o'clock in the morning. And
hey, at least we went.
It's hard to get started down here, you know. It's I don't know. It's not like up north when you wake up early in the morning and get it done. But we had 15 of them on our list, and then we started out, and 2 of them we couldn't find.
Oh, and we tried. Oh boy, did we try.
We usually spend at least a half hour on them trying. If we can't find them, then we'll give up.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll put a DNF as maybe later.
Yeah.
So anyway, we got out of that 15, 4 of them was in a state park. And it cost you $5 to get in. Here we are with no money on us.
Exactly.
We couldn't get into the park to find them, so we knocked them 4 off, so that left 6. So we ended up with 11.
We had 11.
Yeah, we had 11 geocaches that we found. And they were good ones. I gave one of them a favorite point. And the reason I did that is because it was one of them rock on, you know, was the hint.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Rock on. And our GPS took us right down to the 1 foot away from it, and we looked down, and there it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we knew that's, well, Crazy Critter found it. Yeah,
yay!
Look at here. I know when she says look at here, she's not wanting to tell me there's a snake.
No, I'm just saying, come over here and look right that direction.
So yeah, it was fun. I gave it a point because it was so easy to be hid in a rock. Usually something that's hidden in the rocks takes you a long time to find, but this was a good one. The one we didn't find was Watch for the Bull. That one, I mean, it was, what would you say? The GPS took me within 7 feet of it, and we run out of room. There was nothing there but the highway.
Mm-hmm.
We looked all over the place. There was a little canal and a bridge and a guardrail. And I come in from 3 different directions on that, and it keeps taking me back to the same place at the corner of the guardrail. And it's a small is more like a pill size bottle.
Right.
Pill bottle size, there you go. And we looked everywhere, couldn't find it nowhere. And we looked and looked and looked and looked. And we walked back to the car. We had to park probably about 10th mile away.
Mm-hmm.
And we got all the way back to the car, and I was getting ready to DNF it, and I says, you want to try it again before we leave? And you said,
nope, I'm not walking back that far after all the walking we've already done. It was hot, it was late, and I had getting a headache from all the heat.
It was our, it was after 3 o'clock, and our geocats hadn't ate yet. Our 4 geocats. Geokittens, what you call them?
You can't call them geocats. We haven't been able to take them out with us yet.
They find stuff we hide in the house.
Oh, this is true.
We look all day long for one of their toys that they always play with and can't find it. Next day they bring it out.
They know where they left them.
Yeah, they sure do. That was the best one, I think, that we went to. What was that one? RB Learning Cache.
Oh, the one where we should have been at least 6 inches taller to get to?
Yep.
I'm telling you, I'm going to have to put a step stool on my geocaching must-have list.
That would be a good idea to carry one of them in the car. Just a little
especially for us short people.
A little 2-step ladder.
Yeah, I might be short and sassy, but that don't help when it comes to reaching up high.
Of course, that's only going to be good for you if it's close to where you're parked.
True.
You don't want to tote that through the woods.
Oh, so true.
But usually the ones out in the woods is either eye level or on the ground.
I've noticed that.
Yeah.
There's been very few that have been actually higher than I could reach.
It's been a long time since we've seen some up in the tree, and that was back in Ohio.
Yeah.
This was a good one too, that strangler fig.
Oh yeah, lots of little nooks and crannies.
I don't know if anybody knows what a strangler fig tree is. How would you explain it? A mushroom-looking tree? It's just full of crevices and little
yeah, it had a lot of little nooks and crannies you could hide stuff in.
It looked like about 10 trees growing together.
Right, there you go.
And
all twisted up and
yeah. I mean, it was wicked looking. And that one was a parking grab.
Yeah, it was.
And we pulled off the side of the road. It didn't take us, a minute to find it?
About that.
Yeah. So that was an easy one. Oh, I got to tell you about the one. What was the name of that? Abandoned Freedom. I think that was it.
Okay.
We pulled up in the parking lot, and it was towards the back side of the Hobby Lobby there. And there was a van, or not a van, but an RV. About a 18, 19 foot RV.
Mm-hmm.
One of them
chateaus.
Yeah. And I never thought nothing of it. I pulled right up next to it there and figured, well, somebody's in the Hobby Lobby. So we get out of the car, and I noticed that all the windows was open and the door was open on this RV. And as I walked around the front of it, I seen somebody's head sitting there. Looked like they was reading a book at the little table.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, uh-oh. Well, he's facing the front of the RV, and we're going toward the back of it to find his cache. And I looked at it. When I got in the back, I looked, and it's from Ontario. So we messed around back there for about maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And we found the cache, so we signed it and put it back. Got in the car and went to the next one, which was at Walmart, and that's about 3 miles away.
Mm-hmm.
And we parked where we thought we'd be close to it, and pretty much thinking it was a lamppost because it says, light me up.
Yeah.
So we're walking through, zigzagging through the parking lot to get to this lamppost, and we've seen another RV sitting there.
Another chateau.
Yeah. I said, I'm curious. Let's go see what this guy, if it's the same one, because it sure looked like it. The windows open, doors open, and so we get up there and looked in the back of the license plate, and sure enough, it was from Ontario. And he was parked right next to the lamppost too, like he was at the one at the Hobby Lobby.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I bet they're geocaching.
Oh, well, you would assume they're at one place, and then another place that we're at sitting right by the cache in both places.
Yeah. So, Crazy Critter, I said, I'm going to ask him. He said, no, don't ask him that.
No.
I said, yeah, I'm curious. And I seen 2 people in there, an older couple. And so I walked up towards it into the window, and I said, hey, are y'all geocaching? And they says, we do what?
Had no idea what he was talking about.
No idea. We was probably about 10 feet away from that lamppost.
Mm-hmm.
So I know, you watch for muggles, be stealth and all this, but now this is ridiculous. There's no way we can get to this one, and they're just parking all over the city, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, so Crazy Critter went on over to get the cache. And I'm explaining it to these 2 people, him and his wife, what geocaching is. And they was a little surprised. They didn't know nothing about it.
They had never heard of it.
So Crazy Critter raised up the skirt, and she grabbed the cache, and she came over toward the camper, and I said, see there? I said, it's a hidden treasure. I said, they put these out and hide them, and then we use our GPS to look for them, and then when we find them, and Crazy Critter pulled the log sheet out and says, we signed this log sheet and put it back where it was. They was amazed. I told them, it was good for exercise. We didn't walk a whole lot, but we get out and we get to see different places and go places we haven't been before. It would have been a good hobby for them, since they're just, I'd say they just retired and travel back and forth.
It kind of sounded like it.
Yeah. So that was an experience.
Well, when you explained to them what it was, they really did sound interested, so they might go home and look it up.
Yeah, they might. They might be parking in them places because of the free Wi-Fi.
Good point.
Yeah, they might have had a laptop right there in the RV.
Good point.
So anyway, the hardest one we looked for, I think, was finding Wally, because we went past it, and so we turned around in back of Walmart, and we come back and we found a parking spot. We get out of the car and I look, and it's 185 feet this way. Okay. So we walked 185 feet, and it was still in the parking lot. We could have pulled right up to it as a parking grab.
You need to learn your navigation skills in a car.
Well, I depended on you trying to do that for me, but that didn't work out.
I'm no good with a GPS, I told you.
She says, you went past it, and I said, which way is it now? I don't know.
Well, the arrow was pointing one way, but you started going that way, and then it said it was going away from it.
Yeah.
So it's like, wait a minute, it ain't lining up with where it says it's going.
Yeah. So, and we both got to put our reading glasses on to see that on the phone anyway.
Yeah.
But we got there, and sure enough, it was an easy grab lamppost. I'm getting kind of used to them.
Yeah. Oh, you should have heard Mom. You should have heard Mom the first time I told her we went geocaching and we got to lift up a skirt. She looked at me and she said, "You did what?" So I had to explain to her what the lamp skirt was.
I got a picture of a light pole, and it says skirt lifter.
Skirt lifter, uh-huh.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't understand what that means, so I'm going to get that out, and that might be a good picture to put on my profile.
Yeah, it sounds pretty funny when you tell somebody you're a skirt lifter.
we go geocaching. What's that? We go around lifting skirts up.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that's... watch your step. Matt Katz, watch your step. And that's a DNF put on there maybe later. That one was rough. I mean, it was on a big bank. It wasn't very, very tall, but it was straight up.
Yeah.
A lot of leaves you slipping on. And
yeah, a lot of limbs that were down in that one area, too. Hard to crawl over top of.
They say it was hard to find anyway, and it blended in too well. And GPS took me down to 2 feet from it, but never could find it. So we give up on that.
We'll go back, though.
We like to give up, we spend 30 minutes, and then we don't find it, we go on, because we want to get all we can that day.
Right.
If we got some time left over, we go back on the way home and look for them. So we start out closest one to home and work our way out. Then if we have to stop at any of them on the way back, it's not out of our way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much the best ones we did. Okay, let's take a little break here before we go on.
We'll be back after this commercial.
Northeast Geocaching Supplies is one of the largest EU suppliers of geocaching and Muncie products. We specialize in retailing geocaching items and Muncie products to the UK and international geocaching and Muncie markets. We stock a full range of geocaching products from geofossils to Globetrotter tags and Travel Twin to exclusive and hard-to-find geocoins. We stock a large selection of ready-to-place caches and extensive selection of Muncie products. We also supply trackables and e-commerce support to national geocaching events. Find us at www.negeocachingsupplies.co.uk.
All right, here we are. We're back, and yeah, the Geocaching Supply, Northeast Geocaching Supply. Check them out. You'll be surprised what all they do, what they have, and everything. That ad there pretty much summed it up, what they do. So, and not too many places that'll sell and ship international.
That's true.
Yeah, it might cost you a little more, but they got some good prices on their stuff. So check that out. Don't forget too, we're also doing a Geocache Throwback Thursday, and that's found on my podcast radio too, and that's at Spreaker.com/user/worldwide geocaching podcast. Just click on the episodes tab and select Geocaching Throwback Thursday to see all the episodes we're doing on there. And we started at 2011 and up, so we're doing all the old ones that we did when we first started.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty good. Sometimes I think them was better than the ones we're doing today.
They probably were.
Yeah. So we talked a lot about different things, and it's just like this, but it's all archived. So if you hear anything on their phone number or email addresses and stuff like that, if you happen to catch any of them, they're no good anymore. I left some ads on it that are still good. Look out, Lisa. She had a weekly thing that she talked about. I leave them on there. cache-advance.com. I leave that on there because they still have that cache-advance.com. They sell geocaches and different items and trackables and t-shirts, all kinds of stuff. Just they pretty much like Northeast Geocaching Supply. but they have, Geocaching Supply has a little bit more going on with events and things. So anyway, there's that. If you have any questions, comments, or stories to be told on My Podcast Radio, contact us. You can send us an email at mypodcastradio2018@gmail.com, or on my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/mypodcastradio. Or you can give us a call if you're in the U.S., or if you want to spend all that money and call from overseas, that's okay too. But anyway, you can call us at 239-285-1574, and we'll be happy to explain to you how you can be on the show. We do pre-recorded episode on a conference call, and we record that and we upload it and we edit it and we put it out there. We're about done with the show today. Man, I can't believe we've already been on here about 30 minutes. All right. So anyway, hey, give us a call, give us a holler, give us an email, give us something. You know, we're not going to sing this week.
No, we've made everybody suffer enough.
But we would like to hear from somebody. And once we get this trackable tag giveaway going, we definitely want to hear from somebody. And we'll be back with you on that, maybe by the next show, about how we're going to go about doing that giveaway. We're going to end this, and until next week, same time, same place. Whenever you want to hear it, you've got it. You can go to it anytime. It's in archive for at least a year. So anyway, this is HikerJames52
and CrazyCritter66.
Till next week.
Cash on.
Cash on. See ya.